Hello there. I hope you're having a great day today at Cartwright Taylor. Coach Jamie here, and today I'm back with part two of my mystery shop. I submitted my lead to your dealership using your website. This was on Friday, May 1st at 1:42 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, the first response received from your dealership was this auto reply email 2 minutes later at 1:44, followed by a personal phone call at 2:36. There were no personal emails received. So first I want to talk about the response time. First, on the auto response email, we actually do not typically recommend these. In fact, they're not necessary to send, especially if your dealership is open. We would actually prefer that you pick up that phone, call the customer first, and then follow up that phone call with that personal thank you email. However, if you are going to be sending an auto response, there are some things we're looking for. So, first and foremost, it was received in my inbox versus spam. Great job with that. However, we do want these to appear to be personal versus automated. So, some ways you can do this. First, we want to address the customer by their first name. Now, I know a lot of programs will allow you to create that field to insert this in the email. It should also appear to come from someone as well. So we want to include a signature file here. So this would be the salesperson's name, title, then your dealership name, along with their direct dial phone number, personal email address, and a link back to your dealership's website. While there are no spelling or grammatical errors that I found, we also want to attempt to elicit a response from the customer. So include a question in this email which will prompt the customer to hit that reply button. You do a really nice job here, though, including value. So, phenomenal job with that. But again, something else we're looking for is to set these to send within 3 to 5 minutes after the lead was received. So we want the customer to think we made an effort to personally type them an email. If we send a request a minute or two after they send their request to your dealership, this tells me that it was generated by a third party. So we want them to think that you took the time to type them up that email. Finally, something else that you could include here is some additional information on that vehicle of interest as well. However, this would be something that you would want to include in that personal email. So I want to talk about that next. Now, the phone call was not received until almost an hour after we sent the lead to your dealership. So we do want to work on that. Keep in mind that 95% of customers purchase from the first company who calls them. So you want to be the first one to reach out to that customer. In addition, it's easier to get them on the line if you reach out to them right away. This way, they're likely still at home and probably sitting in front of the computer, and you'll be more successful in getting them on the phone and speaking with them. When reaching out to the customer, we want to also use that script. So here's where I would like you to listen to the audio portion of this shop for all of my scoring comments in regards to the call. While you did maintain an excellent tone throughout the call, you were great to speak with on the phone. You also took the opportunity to validate the customer's choice and make her feel good about the vehicle. So you did a great job there. You want to work on practicing that script and including all of the steps and processes. This will assist you in learning more about the customer's needs and building that value in your dealership on the phone call as well. Now, remember, the next step in building on that relationship started on the phone calls to send that personal email. This should be sent within 15 minutes after the phone call ends. And here you want to thank the customer for taking the time to speak with you on the phone. You also want to confirm next steps with them. So, whether this be a follow up phone call or an appointment that was scheduled. You also want to make sure to include an attention grabbing subject line. Remember that generally you have about a half of a second to catch their attention before they either delete or ignore the email, so you want to make sure to include something that's attention grabbing. I always recommend including the vehicle of interest along with your dealership name. Finally, you want to include that complete signature file in that personal email as well, along with a video link. Now, keep in mind this is the latest up and coming trend for dealerships, so if the competition is including this, you want to be including this in your emails as well. I always recommend a video introduction from the salesperson. I think that's the best way to make the customer feel further connected. However, you could also include a video of the vehicle of interest, maybe a commercial to your dealership. So just be sure that moving forward you are sending the follow up email. Again, this should be received immediately after the phone call ends. Additionally, I would like you to keep practicing that script as well. Your secret code is email, EMAIL. Always send that personal email. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.